Hello, on today's episode of Mid Mod Money, I'm taking you on a tour of my favorite thrift store in all of the world, Christian Crossing in Oakland, Maryland. This is a kind of a mom and pop thrift store. They have a massive array of stuff, some vintage, some new. They seem to know what they have. Oh, look at these bookends, $5. Looks hand carved. People love dogs. I'm definitely going to grab those. Beauties. Look at those yellow eyes. That is fantastic. And there's a lot of age on there. But as you can see, those glasses back there, those were $2.50 each. So they kind of know what they have. And when they have nice older stuff, it is priced accordingly. They get stuff like Pyrex, but as you can see, $15. Hard for a reseller to buy that and then sell it for a profit. So, but things slip through the cracks all the time, so they don't catch everything, and you can find many good deals on the Nobody's Perfect, but that's kind of a hand-done one. Didn't really care for the paint on that. But I took a little heat from my research guy, my editor, for not buying those cows, those cute cows. But as you can see, they have a couple of shelves that are vintage treasures, and this is the kind of stuff that's priced close to full retail. You can see $15 for that horn cup. And this kind of stuff is priced at full retail. So every once in a while, you'll get a good deal on these shelves. But most of these shelves, this is what they consider their high-end stuff. But a lot of practical stuff, a lot of dishes and pots and pans. But there's various corners of this store that I always check out, and we're going to hit every one of them today. This is over here. They've got a whole set of canisters. This is their mugs. Are very cheap. I think their mugs are 50 cents each. Tremendous array of cutlery, cups, a clear glass section that's really good. These are the glasses. Look at those old plates. I should have bought those plates. They were $1 each. I think there were 5. It was an uneven number, which I don't think I liked. But for some reason, I didn't pick those up. I've got a lot of plates. They've got some Corel plates there. I still have a set of Corel. That's that corning. What do they call that? Cornflower pattern. Very popular. You see it on all kinds of casserole dishes and so forth. For some reason, I'm fascinated with that because we had them when I was a kid. So there it is, the Corning name, up by Elmira, New York. So I always find stuff in the Tupperware section, or these plastic bowls and plates were nice, but they were 50 cents each. So if I wanted to buy the whole set of that, I'd be looking at $6 or so. I didn't see the point of that. But beautiful quilts. They get a lot of incredible quilts, and they price them. That 80s quilt's fantastic. It is now sold. That quilt next to the 80s quilt, that one was $20. It's a full-size quilt. The one next to it, that is like a needle point, those acorns. Each one of those took who knows how long. It's a $150 quilt just sitting on and they price it. It says cash, and they do that because some people use vouchers for various programs in the area to get furniture and things that they can use. More antiques. I always double check this section, triple check it. I did pick up one of these. I don't even know what you call it. It's not really a doily per se, but it's that needlepoint or stitched. don't even know what they call these things, but I know that they sell for a little bit, so I liked the look of that one. Um, this is a hot area because you can find some good art back here. I didn't really find much art on this day, but you've got to go. You've got to look through the stuff to find the stuff. So I did see, some very generic. This is what you'll see mostly, these inspirational signs and bad. This is terrible. This kind of art is just, is what you'd find at a Ramada Inn or a La Quinta Inn. Somebody's baby shoes. They say you can't put a price on memories, but there it is, $2 for the the bronzed baby shoe. No real good vintage stuff though back here, and this is where they have all their clocks, their electronics, their miscellaneous. But again, more kind of generic-y art. I just keep seeing that stuff. I did see. This catches my eye. Anytime you see a "Love Is" for a quarter, and Jesus gives happy hearts, I'll grab the kitty cats and keep moving because I've already got I've got some bookends at this point, a little placard, but I don't find something every time I'm there, but it's rare if I don't find at least one thing, and usually I end up with a box of things when I leave Christian Crossing Thrift Store here in Oakland, Maryland, and it changes so rapidly. They get so many donations, and I am here, 3 times a week looking at their treasures, and here's some Sirocco or Dart, that plastic. I would love that stuff if that was actually molded. It wasn't even plastic Sirocco, it was molded. But keeping it moving. How about these guys, huh? Some doggy slippers, and their prices, like, that's $50. They had a few things that really I was scratching my head at their price. $50 for a giant picture of a woman drinking coffee. There's that cornflower, that corning again. Let's see. Yeah, I like these because they're kind of psychedelic, but I know they're newer. This looks like Fire King. Vintage. They know they're vintage. If it's vintage, they'll write vintage on there. You'll see a lot of blue clear glass like that. Bunch of baskets, bunch of glasses. Looks like a Japan import. It's got some good wear to it, but not crazy about the color of this. I'm gonna leave it. But I pick up stuff like this. I don't know what I expect the mark to say. It's not going to say this vase is from the Ming Dynasty. But yeah, there's those glasses that were $2.50. Very odd. This orange pot, $20. The cover dish. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason to their pricing system. Like $3.50 for these is ridiculous. I couldn't get $3.50 for those in an antique booth, for goodness sakes. But you gotta look, you gotta see what it is, because sometimes they will make a mistake. $15 with a chip. Ouch. That doesn't make sense. They have a Goodwill sticker on them in a different thrift store. So somebody paid $3, and now they're asking, 50 cents a piece? Who knows? I like advertising stuff, but $5 for the frosty root beer. That's crazy. They've had this picture for literally 2 months that I've been looking at it. The price has not dropped. It's $15, but probably worth $25. I would say. A little glass vase, what do they call that? Like a lily type situation. That for $350 was a good deal, and I still didn't really buy it. I've got a lot of generic kind of glass like that, but this is an item I want. The blue dish, covered dish. It's very fragile. It's very thin glass. It's $15. I would like to own it. I would like to buy it and resell it, but I think it's probably a $35, maybe not even that. So it stays there until they drop the price, which I believe it'll sell before they drop the price. But that too has been there a couple months, and nothing I can do about it because I can't really make that much money off of it at $15. Good book section here, good Tupperware section. I found many a nice Tupperware item at this ice buckets too. They keep back there. This Carousel of Horses I came upon is $500, which is insane for a horse carousel. I never understood why they've started that at $500. It's been there for 6 months. Hey, have a nice day. Remember that? Yeah, sporting equipment. I've bought baseball gloves here. I have bought CDs here. You have to be very patient to buy CDs because there's a lot of them, but they're only a quarter. So if you are a reseller and you see a CD that someone would buy, your cost is almost nothing. This glass case almost never changes. It's the same stuff. No, but this frilly stuff I think is just going out of style. I like these blue glasses because of the shape. Quarter each. I was thinking about picking these up for my booth, but I have so much glassware, tons and tons of glassware in my booth right now. You gotta hit the toys, if for no other reason, to make sure I got it covered for my fiance, who does a lot of 90s toys, and I am always looking for specific toys, things I would recognize, old vintage toys. Like I always hit these trucks because I'm looking for stomper 4x4s. I always hit these boxes right here because they have vehicles, action figures, and if it's something I recognize, I will certainly pick it up. But it's not the first thing I go to, but I will hit it up. But look, $20 for these, and those are recent. Those are Imaginext figures. They're not even anything all that special. But I got to check because you never know. Those Stomper 4x4s, it's a battery-operated truck. They go for $100 each, and they're from the late 70s. And every once in a while, you'll run into one. So you got to check the dolls, check the Barbies. $225. I can't believe they went to all the trouble to write that whole description, and they're asking $225 for that doll. I don't know what it is. And again, I wouldn't know a valuable Barbie from a not valuable Barbie. So, I just look, I browse, double check the art, make sure you didn't miss anything. It's kind of a cool supply storage box, but it had a label on it. It looks older, but it's modern. Pretty good price on this chest, $25. I tried to open it, couldn't open it with one hand, and wasn't a serious buyer anyway, so I walked away. But this kind of stuff, $50, vintage desk, $50 American dollars. They're not always cheap. A lot of people who have watched my videos say, man, your thrift store prices are so cheap. And a lot of times they are, but if they get some vintage thing, they will look it up, see what it's worth, and price it accordingly. So not as many deals. When I first started coming here, I feel like there were more deals, and but they still have them. You got to dig. I will say that. You never know where your money's going to come from. I dig through all these little houseware little industrial things, looking for, if you find a switch plate that's like the Incredible Hulk, that flamingo's pretty nice. I got yelled at for not picking up this flamingo, but I'm going to go back and maybe those look handmade. But I sold an Incredible Hulk switch plate for, I don't know, $30 once from the mid 70s. So you got to look in every little crevice to find stuff. Sometimes you never know where the money's going to come from. You might find a person who collects pink flamingos, but this one looked a little bit too homemade for me, so I ended up leaving it there. The one I did pick up, where is it? You got to keep digging. I like that one because again, handmade. Um, but you keep searching, you keep digging. There's one in particular in this box that did come home with me, and if I know it's in here somewhere. There, look at this, $1 ceramic Scotty dog switch plate. So what you do is you find the person who loves Scotty dogs, and bing bang boom, for $1, you sell something like that for 16 bucks. Bing bang, hey, I just made 15 bucks. You dig it through a box. Bing bong bing. So we're getting close to the end here. Let's see who won the trinket box. The Coomer 58. The Coomer, a new name to the show, to my knowledge. Congratulations, the Coomer. You want to email me at midmodmoney@gmail.com. Give me your address, and I'll send that trinket box out to you. And also tell me in the comments where you live. That way, the other people who commented know where this thing's going. Thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to like and subscribe to the show. And please, as always, don't forget, always round up.